Quite often when I head out to do some landscape photography, I normally run into rough weather. That doesn't deter me because I normally shoot for the conditions I'm in. In this case, it's a very dreary, overcast day, showers everywhere. I found this fantastic rock wall leading out to this old type of pylons in the water, and I'm gonna do long exposures with it, and then I'm gonna turn them black and white. So that's gonna be today's theme. I'm gonna be doing some fine art photography with the Nikon Z7. Let's get out the end here, let's get set up, and we see how we go. So I found my composition here at the end of this rock wall, this old type of metal structure going out into these pylons. It's going to be a really great shot for black and white. The only problem is I want to set my tripod up down here. Now there's these rogue waves that keep coming in and bashing over top of it, and for me it's always safety first. The best thing to do is move back away, because I've just checked my app on my phone and it's telling me that high tide is going to be in about another half an hour. So that water is going to get up higher. I'm actually going to just duck off and have some lunch, and then I'm going to come back in about an hour or two's time. And I think by then the water should be down. I should be able to set my tripod up safely there and get the shot I'm after. Turns out it was a pretty good call to head back to the shoreline, because within 5 minutes, the rain started pelting down. This little guy seemed to have the right idea, so I followed his lead and chilled out until the rain eased and for the tide to head out. Just want to say something important here too. Even though I'm set up and the water's gone and everything, I still keep this within reach. You're still filming on slippery rocks. So I've got the Z7 set up. I've got the 14 to 30 millimeter on. I'm at 14 millimeters. On the front, I've got a big stopper from Lee Filters. This is a 10 stop ND filter. So that's going to reduce the light coming into the camera by 10 stops. That's going to smooth out that water just nicely for me. As well as it's also going to give me some nice trails from the clouds, because the clouds are very low and they're moving fast. So I've already done a test shot and I'm pretty happy with it. So I'm just going to set up for the final shot now. So let me just talk you through the settings on the camera. I've got ISO 64. I'm sitting at f11 and I'm getting a reading of about 40 seconds exposure. So I've got the camera in bulb mode, basically got my shutter release here. Let's get the shot. What I'm going to do is I'm going to put a 0.9 hard grad in the top, just to take the edge of that sky, because the sky at the moment is just that little bit too hot. Gosh, I'm a picky bugger. That 0.9 is just a bit too much. The 0.9 hard grad, it looked okay in the shot, the final shot. But what I'm going to do is I'm going to switch over to a 0.6 soft grad for the top of the sky. I think this will nail it. So I've got my big stopper in behind that. That's the 10 stop ND. And then I'm going to just drop this in. Yeah, that's better. Don't know what I was thinking before. Okay, so we've got ISO 64, f11, and I'm getting a reading of about 50 seconds for this shot. Oh, look at this cormorant sitting here. Anyway, yeah, I'm getting about a reading of 50 seconds. So let's just get that shot now. Okay, so I'm happy with that shot now. What I'll do is I'll go into my post-processing technique I used this technique in last week's video, so if you haven't seen that, I'll leave that up here for you to have a look at. But yeah, this is the end result and this is how it looks. Yeah, so don't ever let the weather deter you from getting out and doing photography. I mean, obviously take precautions, but yeah, be careful when you do it. Anyway guys, thank you so much for watching, I really appreciate it. Always remember, you can subscribe to my channel, and as I always say, never stop creating, and I'll see you next time.